Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane. Featuring today a 1 vs 1 on Semois. In the darkness amongst the midst, the fighting shall begin. And of course, who shall be doing the fighting? Well, in the northern half, we're going to be seeing a Rangeroo7. Rangeroo7 fighting for the Americans, fighting for the, let's say 1st Infantry Division. And opposing them shall be Donniechan fighting for the Wehrmacht. Also note Rangeroo7 is apparently going for a 3 or 4 engineer start. And he's going to be pretty aggressive. At least that's what we know of so far. Donniechan going for a slightly more conservative 2. Well, Pioneer start with the Wehrmacht quarters up. And who shall he be fighting for? Who shall he be gloriously leading into the fight? It shall be the 17th SS Panzergrenadier Division Kurz von Berlichingen. And we... Hang on a minute, what's going on here? I think he's setting up a forward barracks, but that's only what the Wehrmacht does. Oh, Rangeroo7, you cheeky sod. You're trying out something different, aren't you? That's what we like here at the Propagandacast. Although it's never good when the Allies do it. Anyways, Volksgrenadiers out, and I imagine this will be a bit of a surprise. And of course, again, why do you do that? Well, it's partly, again, you have the sort of more capping units, and then you sort of get up an early building, but you don't pay fuel for it. I mean, usually you have to pay fuel for barracks. Rangeroo7 doesn't have to do it, and of course you'll also have a more forward point to reinforce from and fight from. So in that sense, that is why some players actually sort of set up a forward barracks. And it's also usually, again, the Wehrmacht that does something like this. I mean, again, look at Beast versus... Change versus the Beast. This is something like that as the Wehrmacht. But no, instead we're seeing Rangeroo7 do it. This is quite different, and we are seeing up the second unit for Donniechan is a bike to provide a bit of reconnaissance, and of course provide a bit of additional firepower for his Volksgrenadiers. Ever lovely that. I like machine gun, which actually can do alright damage. I mean, in some sense it's the same as the LMG-42, except it's more accurate, but it doesn't do any suppression though, and of course the platform on which it's on is a lot more flimsy, but still, it can in fact do alright. We are seeing a bit of fuel being secured there with barbed wire. Doesn't want any sort of silly Yankees to harass it. First fight going on here, up here. Engineers getting stopped by the bike. Moving in. The BMW bike firing away. Checking to see if everything's alright. And there we go. First larger engagement right here in the center. Volkswagen's getting attacked by the rifleman. Whoops. Headset almost flew up, and he's taking up position in the church. Again, not the best position to fight for in terms of infantry, but I suppose he feels there's no place else. And I don't know if Donniechan's actually noticed the 4 barracks. No, he hasn't. Otherwise, of course, he's probably going to be getting a bit of surprise. Then, instead, rifle moving in, going towards the bike. Bike needs to get out of there. He needs some support. We are now seeing a MG-42 out, so a bit of a mixed start right here for Donniechan. First Grenadier, bike, MG. And I do believe we hear the sound of Pioneers getting attacked by engineers. And now we go, second rifle squad out for Rangeroo7. Of course, again, due to this sort of more forward position, he can, of course, get his troops up much faster to the field to the fighting. And setting up a defensive position here, probably expecting, yes, indeed, the American opponent to take up position right here in the house. But, of course, we are seeing a second rifleman squad moving in from the south. This is then going to be a problem. And already, I mean, note the 3 engineers, he's already been able to secure large parts of the map. And of course, with these sort of 4 barracks, he doesn't have to pay fuel. And of course, he can also get his troops out much faster to sort of annoy and be a problem for Donniechan and the 17th. Fighting continues right now, down to half health, but the bike's not going to allow that. It's so far taking most of the damage. But there we go, Donniechan moving in to repair it. Rifleman moving in here. Second Volksgrenadier squad ready for Donniechan. The fighting continues up here. There we go, down to half health, but they're still holding on. Still not a single man dead. And the engineers, of course, continue just up here, harassing and taking points away. Third rifleman squad arrives for Rangeroo7 from their forward barracks with the Star-Spangled Banner. Rifleman fight. Ooh, 2 goes down. And there we go, small engagement right here as the Volkswagens can run into the rifleman. MG-42 might move in to help with that, or the bike, who knows. Again, not really the best position. These Volkswagens will lose this fight if they do not react. In fact, there we go. 1 man down. Additional rifleman moving in. And setting up to flank the MG-42. Oh, Volkswagens managed to run into the house. Apparently Rangeroo was not quite observant. It's now his rifleman being forced away from there. But the Volkswagens down here are definitely not doing well in the house. MG-42 setting up. Might be catching these riflemen out in the open on the street. Yes, indeed. Forcing them to retreat. And we're also seeing here going in for the fuel pond. Of course, this provides no protection against engineers. And these, we're seeing flamethrower engineers, but flamethrower pioneers as well. Flamethrower versus flamethrower. Volkswagen's getting pushed out. Point being harassed up here. Really not looking good for Donniechan, the 17th assist. Really being heavily pressured on all flanks. And we are seeing some riflemen sneaking in here from the flank as well. Fortunately, flamethrower pioneers right in front of... Oh dear. Who shall win this? The pioneers or the engineers with the flamethrowers? Although it looks like the engineers... Oh, the pioneers actually got run off. Further fighting down here. Bike assisted the engineers, who are in fact running away pretty swiftly. Pretty nasty, pretty nasty. Of course, a Fort Barracks, that does mean he can't actually get any upgrades for his riflemen. I mean, this is going to be a pure rifle. He can't get any grenades, BARs, or sticky bombs. So, of course, he's probably expecting some sort of armor, or perhaps vehicles, to sort of make up for the fact there. But again, he's going to have more fuel again due to the fact he put up a Fort Barracks. Of course, we'll have to see how that one works out. Bike sneaking about in the south, continuing to seize away points, chip away from Donniechan. We managed to secure that. Looks like he's even got a second MG42. So 2 Volkswagens, 2 MG42s, and a bike. Not unusual Wehrmacht sort of build order initially to see. Bike getting pushed away. Has he... No, he has still not noticed there is in fact a Fort Barracks up. I do wonder how he will react when he finally sees it. Bike not looking too good down here, I think. But there we go, MG42 providing covering fire. And there we go, he must have spotted it by now. Yes, indeed. The Fort Barracks has been noticed. Now, of course, the question is, how will they actually react to that bit? Taking up position right here, rifle taking up here. Small duel across buildings. Additional Volkswagen might be arriving. MP40s on the way, rifle moving in from the north. MG in the church. And there we go, MP40s opening up on the rifle who are outside of cover. And the rifleman getting absolutely gunned down. Oh dear, this... Oh dear, Rangeroo7 could in fact be losing his rifleman. Oh! Or will he? No, looks like the bastard got away. MG continuing down here. We are seeing a supply yard and a weapon support center up, interesting enough, for Rangeroo7. Could he be going for snipers? Could he be going for mortars or a heavy machine gun? The opportunities are many.
Where do you want us?
Still not really looking good for Donniechan. He's losing a lot of territory. He barely has anything left while his opponent is largely holding everything.
We are losing territory.
And looks like a pack 30 is ready. Of course, Donniechan imagining his opponent will be going for something armored. And yes, indeed, he is going for the motor pool. But then the question becomes, why go for the weapon support center if you have no intention of using it? That's just a waste of resources. Pioneers moving up, burning out the riflemen. MP40 equipped Volkswagen pulling back. And the MG providing coming fire from the Pioneers, although the Pioneers should consider getting out of there. They've barely got any health. Oh dear, they got gunned down in the middle of the streets. MG42 though, avenging them with a few dead riflemen. Creating a small kill zone right there around the American barracks, which has also been rendered without connection to territory. And now we are seeing a mortar come out for Donniechan, quite interesting enough. Engineers hitting from the flank, might be equipped, getting it. Yes, indeed, flamethrowers have been equipped. Will they be stopped? Yes, indeed, one engineer down, but they can still do a lot of damage. Flamethrowers hitting the MG squad rifle moving in from the other flank. Medic packs going up for the MG squad, the 17th fighting desperately on all flanks. Whatever shall they do? Rush into this building? What could it be? What is Donniechan up to? And there we go, the ultimate act of defiance, placing a Fort Barracks opposite the river of the other one, basically going, ha, my Fort Barracks is better than you, cowboy. I mean, the only way he could sort of be more brazen about it would basically be just sort of standing out with bare chest going, shoot me, Americans, I dare you, because my clubhouse is better than yours. So really, that is pretty ballsy, to put it mildly. Pretty damn ballsy. I mean, how often do you see something like that? 2 Fort Barracks on the same map, but then not even that, but they're right sort of next to each other. This is definitely turning out to be quite the memorable, or at least different match. Volkswagen's getting reinforced, although they could do with some veterancy. Will there be any grenadiers so far? No. Mortar slightly pushed back. In fact, he's being pushed back to this small, I don't know, island, I suppose you'd call it. Or is it a peninsula? I'm not entirely sure how this bridge sort of came about.
The enemy advances.
Armored car moving about, could be laying down Greyhound mines or not. But let us go look at Rangeroo7, who's now getting mortared. But the mortar's not really managing any kills. We're seeing artillery, he's seeing infantry doctrine. 3 riflemen squads, he might have lost one actually. Dual armored cars, oh dear. And we are in fact, no, not seeing additional packs. Volkswagen's reinforcing over there on 6. Oh, the mortar going down. Didn't really do much, a bit of a shame there. Armored car moving in. Pack not ready to stop it. Wehrmacht forces streaming towards the west. Rather caught on this small island near the fort barracks. A desperate stand. After Donniechan felt it was the time for heroics. Or at least brazen ballsy acts. He's slightly caught there now, in particular since he of course just made an investment in a lot of manpower. So he actually needs to bloody well use it. No further things on the way for Rangeroo7. No supply yard upgrades, no medic stations, and of course a medic bunker would be a nice move for Donniechan. I mean, in particular since he's going to have so much fighting here with some reinforcement points at the front, would be a good place to a medic bunker. Rifleman here getting hammered, mortar setting up as well. Armored cars really doing a lot to harass. Oh dear, these pioneers might not make it. The Greyhounds hammering away with 50 caliber and 37mm machine gun, but no. Well, not machine gun, but gun, essentially. Not apart from that, have been secured by Rangeroo. Lots of flamethrowers, but no mines at all, it looks like. Which, oh wait, there we go. A few mines here and there, but nothing major to really frustrate any sort of advances by the Germans. Which would be the best choice. Armor coming in here. Again, continuing its plan of harassment. Rifleman gaining veterans in 1, dropping several Volksgrenadiers, leaving them on the dusty ground. Kampfkraft sends up, finally for Donniechan. So we should be seeing some veterans soon. Mortar. Oh dear, that was bloody close to going down, but apparently just one reinforcing in time. In short, the mortar did not get sort of swatted. He might want to consider getting out of the pack, and of course with the forward backs he can actually build a pack from here. If he so desires. Yes, there we go. In fact, he's getting another pack. To add to his little island fortress. His Schwerpunkt, where he's probably going to be sort of focusing everything, but so far again he's been essentially penned in. Which is not really the best thing to happen. He definitely needs more infantry, but of course the additional packs should help in keeping the armored cars at bay. Ooh, miss from the pack. Missing again, mortar firing away at something, I'm not entirely sure what, at the church apparently, where there's some riflemen hiding, Volksgrenadiers moving in, although they could do with a medic pack, they are awfully low on health. But a victory point has at least been secured, and Donniechan is already, I mean, desperately bleeding them, and a bunker going up now. The island fortress being further fortified. Rifleman moving in. And the armored car, of course, following up. But there we go. Nice hit from the Panzerabwehrkanone. 17th, though, desperately in need of a breakout. Pioneer sneaking up here. That's good. No grenadiers or anything on the way from there. But we are seeing a bit of veterancy. Quite a bit of resources being floated right here by Rangeroo7. He could, of course, go for the supply. He could go for the medic station. That would also help him. Or, of course, just go for a tank depot, get some armor, and bash those Krauts heads in. Volkswagen's getting pushed back, but finally they do have a bit of veterancy. Minesweepers with some of Donniechan's pioneers. That's, of course, checking out for mines. That's good. And now we're seeing artillery right here on the central area. Mortar needs to get away. Oh, the MG crew got wiped out. And I'm not entirely sure the mortar will make it either. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, he's just reinforcing it. So only really an MG crew lost. The fort barracks is still standing. Looks like we are seeing a bit of a further break out here. Rifle getting stopped there. Bike leading the way. Medics moving out to pick up any wounded. Pack sneaking out here to support the Volkskriegs there. We are seeing a sniper now out for Rangeroo, sniping those poor unfortunate Volkskriegs, although they could run after him. Or the bike could move in. Yes, indeed, bike moving in there from the west. Armored car rushes in, getting hammered by the pack. Sniper gets caught, but I think the bike might lose it. Oh dear. Oh, the pack missed. Bit of a shame that. Bit of a shame. And the sniper keeps sniping. Could even get the pack crew. Looks like it. No, the pack doesn't manage to render itself reasonably invisible. But the rest of the Wehrmacht forces, they need to get away from those flamethrowers. And the sniper, of course, these forces again are in a terrible condition. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what's keeping them going, except utter faith in the final victory of the fatherland, I suppose.
Supply lines are being threatened.
Bet's mortar keeps firing away. Might hope, of course, to get the armored cars, which it can actually damage. Sniper keeps killing away, standing at the edge of the cemetery. Might have a future in being essentially an undertaker. Oh dear. Pack got decrewed. Bit of a shame that. Still floating a bit of resources. Come on, Rangeroo. But there we go. He's getting actually a mortar to counter mortar the German mortar, which has actually managed to secure 10 kills. That's pretty good. Volkskriegs moving up here. Oh! Main gun destroyed on the armored car, but the Volkskriegs were not able to destroy it fully. And we are seeing a direct assault now from Rangeroo. Moving in against, and we're seeing something going up. He's actually building a howitzer. Interesting. Mortar having to move in. Americans attacking Pioneers. Desperately recrewing the MG42. Mortar getting shot at constantly, either from mortar fire. There we go. Oh dear, he just lost an MG squad. Again, that is the Pioneers. And he lost his mortar. Thus essentially allowing further artillery fire to rain down right here on the island fortress. Volkskriegs moving in, trying to deal with it. And we are now hearing the sound of artillery. Killing one medic. And now the MG crew is suffering as well. This is definitely not looking very cheery for Donniechan at this very moment. Hearts of fire raining everywhere. And the MG crew essentially just reinforcing and then getting killed. Less good, less good. He needs more infantry. More boots on the ground. He's essentially down to 2 Volkskriegs and a bit of other bits. Although he's got a sniper of his own. Still not a lot, really.
Sniper here!
I mean, definitely Rangeroo is holding the upper hand there. And, oh dear, the sniper just can't hit the pack. I mean, really. It's not like the crew is doing anything to sort of hide itself. And he's like, damn, I can't hit these krauts. They're just too good. It's clearly not because I've been drinking on the job again. Since I used to be an ex-cop. That's gone rogue. Anyways, armored car rushes in against the Volkskriegs. And we are seeing more artillery. Oh, Grenadiers got reformed. Pack fires away on the armored car. Artillery gets the pack crew. Well, one of them. The other one can still fire, but it's not close enough. It's now moving in. American mortar needs to get away, or at least consider getting away. Definitely would be the best thing to do. Mortar crew dead. He could actually steal it now. Oh, armored car goes out of control. That was actually a bit of a blow to Rangeroo. He just lost an armored car, a mortar, and a sniper. Pioneer securing points. Looks like Donniechan and the 17th are finally breaking out from this nightmare. Oh, Pioneers though going down pretty badly. Slaughtered, murdered. And now we are just seeing this place getting hammered. Not really much left of this forward barracks. Just once more the testament to Donniechan's defiance against the Americans. Essentially daring them to take this place. He shall hold it to the last man. This is his fortress, his Festung. I'm sure the Führer would be proud. Not one step back from this place. Although I'm sure his troops are less impressed. Although again, some of them might be, that at least he's not giving up what he fought for. Volkskriegs moving in, Grenadiers reinforcing Volkskriegs MG42. And there we go, armored car coming under fire once more from the anti-tank gun. Another one recruit. And, oh my goodness, he's going for a second howitzer. A second howitzer. It's actually time to look back at Donniechan, but oh my goodness. We are just seeing heavy American artillery. The 1st Infantry is just hammering away. MG crew down. Another MG crew almost down. My oh dear. This is just heavy barrage fire. Although for some reason this house, this forward barracks is still standing. It just refuses to die. Well, it does look like he's actually retreating away now from this place. Oh dear, this would reflect badly afterwards. To sort of leave such a heroically otherwise held position. And still no doctrinal choice for Mr. Chan. Rifleman gaining veterancy 2. Pack went down, oh dear, and the medic's getting shattered. Oh dear, there's nothing left holding this place together. More MP40 Fultz gunners, another grenadier squad. No, that's one he actually must have trained then. I think. Fultz gunners retreating, and this looks like to be it. The island fortress has been abandoned. Looks pretty cool though, I mean, you know, from the right angle. Very appropriate. Still a bit of a shame now that this is all falling together, and you know, keep up the caps lock. It's not cruise control for cool. Oh dear, no. No, not the forward barracks. No. Rangeroo, you absolute fiend. And there we go, mines. The less than cheery troops of Donniechan now moving out. Packs which were so once his, now being used by the Americans. Bunkers wrecked. And the banners of the Wehrmacht being torn down from this, well, what remains of this house. This, what was once his testament of defiance. And Rangeroo just having absolutely no class. Goliath's now coming up. Donniechan also going blitzkrieg, realizing he needs to fight this way out the hard way, the blitzkrieg way. And of course, under the watchful gaze of 2 howitzers, that's definitely a small battery right there. Pack moving up while the Greyhound continues to harass and do terrible things to his infantry, veterancy 1 in fact. Fultz guns coming under heavy fire, 1 man down, others pulling away slightly. Grenadier down, less fortunate. Another Grenadier down, oh dear, Pack defying way. And, oh, nice job right there, Goliath managed to, I believe, completely eviscerate one of Rangeroo's squads. Now just needs to get that one Greyhound. And now we are seeing heavy artillery trying to get that armored car. We are seeing the battle phase completed. Interesting. Apparently he's getting some heavier armor support from perhaps another division. Trade him in this brutal fight. Shattering the ground, but nothing else really. Donniechan keeps on fighting, spurred on by the loss of his forward barracks. He shall avenge it. And of course all the poor medics that had to die. Church getting absolutely hammered by the pack. Grenadiers moving forwards. No further veterancy for those, still, but a Panzer Command is going up. We will be seeing some armor. Probably from the elite Panzerlehr. And otherwise, Rangeroo7 hounding Donniechan's every step with a thunder of artillery. And there we go. The church has collapsed. Looks like another rifle squad almost went down, perhaps. He's actually pretty low on infantry. I think he's I think he's only got one rifleman squad left. He probably lost another one. He actually needs some replacements then very soon. But no, he's actually going for the tank depot. I do think that's a bit of a misstep right there. Still no supply upgrade, still no medic station, I do think. Rangeroo is actually failing a bit on the sort of long-term fighting, which could prove to be to the advantage of Donniechan, despite having lost this otherwise heroic position. And there we go, right from running into the heavy MG, suffering losses. American anti-tank gun up. Of course, there's still the pack sort of hiding here, ready to cover the flanks. But again, there's absolutely no infantry to really stop the advance now of Donniechan. Just the artillery to sort of make it a bit harder, but that's about it. But we are now seeing the tank depot flaring up. We'll probably be seeing a tank anytime soon. At the same time, we are seeing a Panzer 4 on the way from the Panzer lair. Will there be any veterancy? Yes, indeed. Excellent. That move right there by Donniechan. Taking losses again. Pulled back to the fort barracks. Armored car getting repaired. Still a desperate lack of infantry for Rangeroo7. No replacements or anything. Anti-tank are now getting pushed away as a small assault force moves in. Grenadiers following up. No Panzer extra LMGs for them though. And the anti-tank can actually get spotted. Could be it's bugged though. I don't see him moved at all. Grenade into the building right there. Armored car rushes in. Sherman ready. This is definitely going to be a problem. Unless he somehow manages to secure that anti-tank right in front of it, but no. But that one has been recruit grenadiers, so here taking heavy losses. Veterans, 2 armored car. Oh dear. Retreat. Oh dear, he lost the grenadier squad. And these other grenadiers could also be lost. Oh dear, oh no, oh no. And the pack's just moved a bit too far forward. Panzer 4 ready. Move it in. Vorwärts, Panzermarsch. Schnell, schnell. The Sherman wreaking absolute havoc with its 50 caliber 75mm gun. 7 kills already. Absolute carnage. But the Panzer 4 trundles through, seeking out its foe. And there we go, a rear armor hit. And of course, Veterans 1 providing it with a bit of protection, thus giving it the advantage in the Sherman. Veterans 1 for the Sherman though. Pioneer almost down. Oh dear, oh dear. And the anti-tank gun stolen by the Wehrmacht. By some Volksgrenadiers by the looks of it. Sherman taking a bit of fire. Rifleman getting stopped by the MG. But the armored cars moving in, clearing out the MG. This is absolute carnage. It looked like Donniechan was breaking through, but this could be a complete reversal once more. But there we go, the pack continuing its hunt. Sherman almost down. The MG though is gone. Engineers trying to sneak in there, but they're not having any success. We're seeing a second Panzer 4 for Donniechan. Sherman down. Oh dear, Rangeroo managed to knock it out with his own artillery. A bit too friendly fire right there. And the Panzer 4 continues up there for some reason. But only Volksgrenadiers left for the 17th. They have fought hard, but they also suffered quite a bit. Engineers getting pushed away. The Panzers continue. Some infantry though would be good. Perhaps some stormtroopers. And the Panzer 4 is actually moving in completely on its own against the American base. And oh dear, it's now play for the tank destroyers, the Wolverine. I fear this was a rush decision by Donniechan, which sadly will cost him that Panzer 4. And there we go, Panzer 4 blown up. Quite the tragedy. Oh my goodness, mine went off. Probably a Greyhound mine of its own due to the Panzerfaust. The Greyhound is dead. The center of the city getting absolutely blasted. There's definitely been some different things in this match. I mean, usually you don't see that much heavy fighting around this little spot, but this time around it really became a sort of the center of battle for some time. We're still not seeing any replacement riflemen though for Rangeroo7. I do feel that is a bit of a mistake. He's not even getting any Rangers, for example. Rifleman and tank destroyer moving northwards. Additional pioneers on the way. Could be getting stormtroopers, or he's waiting for the Tiger tank, perhaps. Of which the Panzerlehr did have a few attached to it. And there we go. M10. Oh, no. Managed to get away. And more artillery. Probably trying to strike the position here. Yes, indeed. And it does look like he's going for the Tiger again. He's not lacking much in terms of command points. And let's go return to Rangeroo7. Who's now getting an off-map combat group. And he's in fact getting some additional riflemen. So that's always something. But he's getting additional tank destroyers, additional armored cars. And a mortar. This one, interesting enough, has not been recruited at all. Salvaging what he can. Donniechan soldiers onwards. Oh dear, Volkswagen squad almost utterly evaporated by American artillery. Now retreating though has to be careful he doesn't get blown up on retreat. Still no additional infantry on the way for Donniechan. Wiring off this area to try and provide protection. And the Panzer IV continues its lone vigil over the center. What looks like what could be an American raid towards the north. Rifleman, armored car, but oh dear, the anti-tank is getting completely outmaneuvered. Panzer IV needs to arrive and support it quickly. There we go, but I don't think it might be too late for the anti-tank gun. Which could mean the tank destroyers could actually completely overwhelm the Panzer IV. Yes, indeed.
Enemy unit down.
Pack down. Which is, of course, an American anti-tank gun. The pack was what Germans called their anti-tank guns. Volkswagen moving in. Could Panzerfaust? There we go. Tank destroyer arriving. But the Tiger has arrived. Tiger is there to save the day. By a razor's edge. Tank destroyer went down. The Panzerfaust scored the kill. Tiger providing covering fire for the Panzer IV while it moves in against the Greyhound. Rifleman getting absolutely splattered out by the Tiger. And a rifleman squad down for Rangeroo7. Looks like the 17th SS are finally turning things around, but still desperately lacking infantry. Desperately. Really needs some more boots on the ground, but so does Rangeroo7. He needs infantry. Can't win a fight just with armor. Well, they are definitely going to need some armor to face off against this Tiger. From, well, Funkeline companies, which the Panzerlehr had attached to it, not a Schwerer Panzerkompanie, but a Funkeline, which was essentially there for Goliaths and such, to sort of act as radio controllers. Fun fact, oh, the mortar went down. High explosive shells doing their trick. But no one actually at this very moment has victory points. Interesting. But again, Donniechan is slowly losing in that part of the war. We are seeing more artillery trying this time around to get the Tiger. Oh dear, the shot bounced off. That's always fun when it happens. Lining up to hold this area. Now he's actually going for another tank destroyer. He's not trying with off-map combat groups anymore. MG secured. Pack moving up. Germans have to rely on American anti-tank guns. The Americans have to rely on German anti-tank. Oh, mine goes off, damaging the engine. Tiger moves forwards, and the pack is a bit exposed. Or the AT gun. Could be a bit of a problem. It could be lost. Yes, indeed, the crew got torn to bits. So now there's pieces of Lou and Larry all over the place. Oh dear, these riflemen are getting absolutely pasted. He's in fact down to his very last rifleman right there. If he doesn't get them out there, anti-tank gun wrecked. Rifleman retreating, artillery absolutely shattering the town, but it can't hit the Tiger. Stormtroopers have actually arrived. The more elite part of the 17th says, but they do hit a mine. They are equipped with dual Panzerx to try and assist in hunting tanks. Oh dear, that was a bit of a shame for Donniechan right there. Heavily wounded, gravely wounded in fact. Tiger moves in with the support from the Panzer IV and the Stormtroopers. Stoßtruppen vorwärts.
Operation bases report we are losing a sector.
And we are seeing some artillery getting called in, but again the Panzers advance. Well, we are seeing additional artillery. This is actually trying to cut off the retreat. But the Panzers just continue. Nothing stops them.
Our forces are taking casualties.
Tank destroyer down. Second one also pretty exposed. And there we go. Second tank destroyer went up in flames.
Sector being captured.
Oh yeah, the Tiger proceeds to hit a mine, getting its engine destroyed. Oh dear, this is absolute carnage. But will Donniechan finally be able to stop this American forward barracks, despite it's not really having done much most of the game? Will he finally stop it? Will he have his vengeance for his own forward barracks? We shall find out. Now we're seeing a Sherman coming out for some reason. Again, I do think he might have been better off trying to get an off-map combat group, but there you go. Pioneers. Oh dear, heavy artillery against the Tiger tank. Engineers went down. Not a lot left for either side. They're barely holding on. Additional Panzer force arriving.
Our front lines are
Stormtroopers definitely could also use some band-aids. And a nice vacation.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off. Enemy unit.
Oh dear, those Stormtroopers did not make it. Veteran T2 for one howitzer, Veteran T1 for the other. And looks like another bunker going up for Donniechan. I might guess a repair bunker. And I think he might have lost the Tiger actually. Can't seem to find it. Nope, the Tiger's here and making its way back to base. Armored car arriving, Sherman ready. We could do with an up gun. And these folks are quickly getting suppressed by the 50 caliber machine gun mounted. Out in the middle of the road, they are easy targets in fact. And they definitely need to get out of there. MG moving up, supporting a Panzer IV. Will this be a repair or medic bunker?
Ready for orders. Crowds are pounding us to hell here.
Our forces are taking casualties. The Huns are taking our territory.
Squad is under fire.
Tiger moving up, barely repaired, and yes indeed a repair bunker. Rifleman trying to go for that victory point. Panzer force moving in to cut them off from the other side.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory.
Rangeroo7. Oh dear, that was the end for those riflemen. No infantry left, in fact only 2 engineer squads. And that was the end. Donniechan apparently retreated, having lost too much in this absolutely grueling fight, having resulted in Semois being turned into what can more or less be described as a wasteland. But definitely quite an interesting fight, quite definitely an different fight. The problem essentially what cost Rangeroo7 though the fight in the long run was not the artillery though, it's essentially he didn't have enough riflemen, he didn't have enough infantry to keep up the pressure. He didn't have a medic station which could have been a great choice, you know, to support it. I don't think he didn't bother with well one, but you know, he could have done with more, but he sort of floated resources in one stage when he probably shouldn't. But again, it was sort of the lack of infantry and anything sort of support that which slowly drained him of fighting capability, while Donniechan sort of just kept fighting on. Although definitely this was quite something else. Definitely not very often you see that. So, there you go. Do hope you enjoyed this game. If you did, why not subscribe and tell your friends? And if you didn't, well, why not send in a replay of your own? This is Imperial Dane saying, cheers.